February 2026. The world's eyes were on Italy. Milano and Cortina, two cities came together to host the Winter Olympics. But behind the glittering opening ceremony was hidden a corruption scandal, the threat of cyber attacks, and construction drama. On one side, Norwegian athletes dominated the medal table. On the other, favorites took shocking falls. Some athletes adopted plants for emotional support, while others confessed to cheating on live TV. I'm Your Name, and in today's video, we'll explore the complete inside story of the 2026 Winter Olympics, from controversy to champions. Stay until the end, because every minute reveals something new and shocking. Let's dive in. The official name was the 25th Olympic Winter Games. It ran from February 6 to February 22, 2026, a total of 16 days. This was the first time two cities officially co-hosted the Olympics together. Milano hosted ice events like figure skating and ice hockey, while Cortina d'Ampezzo, Livorno, and Val di Ifeme organized the remaining events. Italy last hosted the Winter Olympics in 2006 in Torino, back after 20 years. But even before the Olympics started, controversy had already begun. A corruption investigation was launched against the Olympics Foundation. There were allegations of bid rigging, meaning votes were bought to win the Olympics. What did the Italian government do? They passed a special decree attempting to shield the foundation from investigations. This was so controversial that the Italian Constitutional Court had to intervene. And this was just the beginning. Along with corruption, there were terrible construction delays. The Milano Santa Giulia ice hockey arena wasn't completed on time. Even when the Olympics started, the stands were incomplete and capacity had to be reduced. And there was tragedy too. A construction worker died at the site, raising safety concerns. There was also the Italy versus Austria track controversy with design issues that had to be fixed at the last minute. The question was, could the Olympics be organized safely and on time? Construction drama is understandable, but the Olympics face another dangerous threat: cyber attacks. Russian cyber operatives targeted Italian officials and Olympic systems before the Games. This wasn't just hacking, this was organized digital warfare. What kind of attacks occurred? Phishing campaigns with fake emails sent to trap officials. Killware threats with malicious software that could shut down critical systems. Information warfare spreading propaganda against the Olympics. Italian cybersecurity teams worked day and night to thwart the attacks. Imagine if these had succeeded. The entire Olympics could have been shut down. Physical security was also a concern. No-fly zones were declared due to drone attack risks. A security guard's mysterious death created more panic. The 2026 Olympics wasn't just about sports, it was also a digital battlefield. Despite all these challenges, the opening ceremony on February 6, 2026 shocked the world. The venue was a legendary San Siro Stadium, home to AC Milan and Inter Milan, with a capacity of 80,000 people. Check out the performance lineup. Mariah Carey, Andrea Bocelli, and Laura Pausini rocked the stage. Italy showcased its cultural heritage with a tribute to Renaissance art, Italian opera performances, a fusion of traditional music with modern technology, spectacular light shows, and fireworks. The athletes' parade took place with over 90 countries participating. Pakistan was also represented. This was a moment when all controversies faded into the background, and the spirit of sports came to the forefront. The 2026 Olympics featured some new and interesting additions. For the first time, ski mountaineering became an Olympic event. This is an extreme sport, a deadly combination of climbing and skiing. There were 3 events: men's sprint, women's sprint, and mixed relay. Imagine this. Athletes first climb with ski poles, then ski downhill at full speed. In ice hockey, NHL's top players participated for the first time since 2014. This was skipped in 2022 Beijing due to COVID. That means the real superstars were back and the game quality was on a completely different level. Innovation makes the Olympics exciting, and these decisions in 2026 were hits. Now we come to the most shocking moments of the Olympics. Ilya Malinin, the U.S. figure skating superstar, was a pre-Olympics favorite for the gold medal and a master of multiple quad jumps. But what happened at the Olympics? Ilya Malinin fell twice. The result? 8th place, completely off the medal podium. The upset winner, Kazakhstan's Mikhail Shidorov, won gold. Nobody saw that coming. Pressure, nerves, or just a bad day. Whatever the reason, this Olympic moment will be remembered for all the wrong reasons. And then came the most heartbreaking tragedy. Lindsey Vonn, the skiing legend, 41 years old with multiple Olympic medals, was coming back from injury for one more shot at glory. She raced with a pre-injured ACL. Then the crash happened. It was so serious she had to be airlifted by helicopter. 13 seconds. That's all it took for an Olympic dream to end. This wasn't just a race. This was a warrior's last battle. Competing with age and injury is incredibly risky, and Vonn proved just how dangerous it can be. Respect. The entire skiing community was heartbroken. Disqualifications also brought drama. South Korean skiers Han Dae-seom and Lee Yu-jin were both disqualified after banned substances were discovered. The doping scandal reminded everyone that fair play is still under threat. Equipment tampering allegations also surfaced. The question remained, how many more athletes were cheating? But perhaps the strangest story of the 2026 Olympics was the emotional support plants. Yes, you heard that right. Plants. Figure skaters in the Olympic Village adopted plants for emotional support. They even gave them names like Olympia, Dude, and Ilya Rozanov. Why plants? Athletes said it helped them deal with the immense pressure and anxiety. Taking care of something alive gave them a sense of calm and purpose. Mental health in sports is finally being taken seriously, and if plants help, why not? It might sound weird, but it shows how athletes are finding creative ways to cope with Olympic pressure. And then there was a live TV confession that shocked everyone. A Norwegian biathlete confessed to cheating on live television. The confession came during an interview when the athlete admitted to past violations. The honesty was appreciated, but it raised serious questions about how widespread cheating really is. There were also allegations about athletes using crotch fillers to gain advantages in certain events. Figure skating couples face scrutiny over controversial past partnerships. The 2026 Olympics had its share of scandals that went beyond the competition itself. Politics also invaded the games. Ukrainian skeleton racer Vladislav Horaskovich was banned because he violated the political statement policy. The International Olympic Committee has strict rules against political gestures, but athletes argue they have rights too. The Russia-Ukraine tension cast a shadow over the Olympics, and Horaskovich's ban became a symbol of that conflict. Should athletes be silenced on important issues, or do they have a responsibility to speak out? The debate continues. Now let's talk about the champions. Norway absolutely dominated the medal table with a commanding lead. They won 12 gold medals and a total of 26 medals overall. For a country with a population of just 5 million, this is extraordinary. What's Norway's secret? It's a combination of factors: government investment in winter sports, world-class training facilities, a culture that embraces outdoor winter activities, and a systematic approach to athlete development from a young age. Norwegian kids grow up skiing, and the infrastructure supports them at every level. Other countries can learn a lot from Norway's model. The closing ceremony was held at a truly special occasion. The Verona Arena, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the best-preserved ancient Roman amphitheaters, hosted the event. It was a fitting end to an Olympics that celebrated Italian culture and history. During the ceremony, there was a formal handover to the French Alps for the 2030 Winter Olympics. But there's a growing concern: climate change. Will there be enough snow for future Winter Olympics? The warming planet is threatening winter sports, and the 2030 Games in the French Alps will be a test of how we adapt to this challenge. So what's the complete picture of the 2026 Winter Olympics? It was a games of contradictions. On one hand, there were inspiring performances, historic wins, and moments of pure athletic brilliance. Norway's dominance, new sports like ski mountaineering making their debut, and NHL stars returning to ice hockey made it exciting. On the other hand, there were corruption scandals, construction delays, cyber attacks, heartbreaking injuries, doping disqualifications, and political controversies. The 2026 Olympics prove that the Games are more than just sports. They are a reflection of our world with all its beauty and flaws, its triumphs and failures, its innovations and age-old problems. For Italy, hosting the Olympics was a matter of national pride, but it also exposed serious organizational and ethical challenges. For athletes, it was a culmination of years of sacrifice, but also a reminder how quickly dreams can be shattered. For fans around the world, It was entertainment, but also a wake-up call about the issues that plague international sports. The 2026 Winter Olympics will be remembered not just for the medals won, but for the complete story, from controversy to champions, from construction site to podiums, from cyber attacks to celebrations. And that's what makes the Olympics so compelling. It's never just about who wins gold. It's about everything that happens along the way. Thank you for watching. If you found this analysis helpful, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for more in-depth coverage of global events. Share your thoughts in the comments. Which moment from the 2026 Olympics shocked you the most? Let's discuss. Until next time, stay informed, stay curious,